today the prompt is we want to design an app to help people find roommates. Yeah, so let's get started.
Sounds good. Sure. So before I dive into the design, I would like to get some context about this whiteboard challenge. So can you tell me about more context about maybe like who are we as a company first?
Yeah, that is a very good question. Let's say we are a company that wants to make a profit. We want to design these kind of apps because, you know, nowadays, especially during the pandemic, a lot of people are finding a very difficult time to look for roommates.
Okay, sounds good. So that is one context. Can you tell me about the constraint? Is it like an MVP or do we already have a design existing? And what is a platform? Is it just like completely mobile app or also website as well?
That is also a very good question. So let's say for the constraints, we are targeting an MVP because in the past, we did not have such app. We are a brand new startup and we want to launch this MVP maybe within like 4 months or so. So that's why we want to just like build up something that's really basic and launch it out as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And can you tell me about who are the user, maybe their demographic or just any information about the users?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We have very high level understanding of the users, but in order to learn more about the details of the users, we might need your support to help us understand. We want to target maybe students who are in a university to find the right roommates. Yeah.
Okay, so I would say their age range might be like, you know, like 18 to 24, I would say.
Yeah, sounds great.
That sounds good. And then when it comes to the location wise, is it fair to say that they're in North America?
Yeah, that's totally fair. We want to start with North American students, and then if the business goes well, we might expand it to the global scale.
Okay, sounds good. So I would like to know that what's the current solution here? Like if the users or these students, if they don't our app, what's their go-to solution for finding a roommate currently?
That is a great question. So according to our current market analysis, we learned that usually students today maybe just like post some questions on a Facebook group chat to see if they can find the best match for roommates. And also they might look up just for some like roommate matching website on the internet. From the market analysis, we also learned that they tend to ask their friends to see who are other friends that might be like looking for roommates because, you know, usually friend of friend might sound more reliable comparing with just looking for people who they don't know at all. So these are a few different ways current students will look for new roommates, but there can be like other ways they look for roommates too.
Okay, so to sum up, the current solution is post questions in Facebook group or roommate matching websites and asking friends in their network because it's more reliable, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now that I have the overall context here, maybe I will create a user persona for designing this whiteboard challenge here. So when I think about the looking for a roommate, I think there's two types of roommate here. So one is I already have a room and I'm looking for a roommate to move into my place. And the other one is I'm looking for a roommate. I don't have a place. I would like to move in together for a new place in the future, or I'm looking for someone who already has a place so I can move in, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Sounds great. Okay, that sounds great. So persona. So I would say first persona is maybe James. He's 20 years old. He has a place. Okay, maybe his current roommate is moving out. So he's looking for someone to replace his current roommate. How does it sound?
Yeah, sounds great.
And then the other persona might be, I'll say Eric. and he's 21 years old, university student. Okay, so. Okay. And Eric doesn't have a place. Place, looking for a roommate to move in together, or someone who already has a available room and move in. How does a persona sound? Does it sound like our targeted user?
Yeah, I think that sounds great to me. And also, I would love to learn more about how do you identify the major persona when you're approaching this problem.
Since you mentioned that our targeted user is students in university and finding a roommate, right?
Yeah.
So I think, and as I said before, there's two main user case. One is already having a room. The other one is having a no room. So I think those two are definitely, sounds like our targeted users in this case.
Yeah, awesome.
So problem statement over here. And then this time, maybe talking about the user pain point. So I think in this pandemic or like COVID situation, usually finding a roommate usually done by online. But I think the main pain point that I can think of is the reliability or credibility. Because like you never met the person, so it is hard to find some reliable sources, right?
Definitely.
Credibility. Is there any pain point that you wanna point out other than credibility?
Yeah, so credibility is definitely one of the most important user pain points because like I mentioned earlier, according to our market analysis, they want to find people who they might know compare with people who they don't know at all. People who they're familiar with might be better choices. But there can be other user pain points as well. Yeah. In this case, is there other pain points that you think might be important to the target group?
I think those two are like good enough. I think credibility and then familiarity. Someone who they might know, or someone like their friends and friends, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So now I would like to ideate here. So maybe
I just want to like add another potential user pain points to the list. So some other pain points might involve, for example, you're not quite sure whether or not the other person has the living style that might match with your current living style, because sharing the same space really requires a lot of, for example, mutual interest or common living styles. So that might be another user pain point out there. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really good. Yeah, I definitely agree that like having a common lifestyle would be really important because you guys are living together, right?
Yeah, and also maybe like in terms of the price of the rent, different people might have different perspectives. So for example, when looking for roommates, we might want to look for people who have similar mindset of how they're going to split the rent, something like that.
Okay, like grocery bills or utilities and whatnot. Okay, sounds good. Credibility, familiarity, and not sure if other person's lifestyle match their lifestyle. Like common lifestyle. Okay, I see. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, sounds good. And now I would like to talk about key feature here. So first key feature that I can think of. So in this case, for Eric's case, he's looking for someone who already has a room or moving together, right? So maybe in Eric's perspective, he would like to see what is the current available room listing. So available room listing. And then for James' perspective, he already has a room. So he wants to see who is looking for a roommate. So maybe like roommates listing, like profile listing. How does it sound? Does it sound okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. And then the other thing is when it comes, one of our pain point is credibility, right? So maybe verified user. So what verified user is basically, we as a company kind of like check this person's ID or some of their, those like credibility check. And then we give them like a check mark, those like, verified user in Instagram, something like that. So it gives other users that, oh, this person is trustable or trustworthy.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is a one key feature. The other thing is maybe like easy chat. Because like once you find someone who is interested, you quickly want to, have a conversation real quick, right? And then if this person is really like match your lifestyle or whatnot by having a conversation. So I think this easy chat would be like, those like Facebook messengers or WhatsApp, those like really simple that everyone use on a daily basis. Yeah, so those are the key features that I can think of right now. Does it sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Is there other features that you might want to add to the list?
Let me see, it's a pain point here.
Yeah, it's totally fine if you think these are the top 2 features we want to include for this MVP. Yeah.
Okay, so I can think of one more feature here. So user prefers someone in their network, or they prefer someone, their friends, even though they don't know the persons, because it gives them more like trustworthy and credibility, at least, right? As opposed to complete strangers. So maybe we have like I don't know how to call it, but like friends. Maybe you can synchronize with your Facebook, and then if this person is your friend's Facebook friends, it show you that, oh, this person has same mutual friend.
Cool.
Friend.
That's awesome.
Here. Yeah, I think that one's good feature. Let me see, lifestyle. Yeah, and then definitely the lifestyle wise, by maybe like introduction, aka bio, and then it include like lifestyle, hobby, or like it could be like smoking, or like drink, or all those like personal lifestyle. So they can quickly kind of like a benchmark, oh, this person has the same lifestyle as me or not.
Yeah.
So those are the key features here. Yeah, so now I'm going to talk about the key user flow for first-time users.
May I ask why you want to focus on first-time user in this case? Just want to learn more about the rationale.
Yeah, first of all, like we're basically creating a complete like brand new app, right? So I think, and when it comes to like new app that people are not familiar with, the onboarding, the very first time use onboarding is very crucial. So I think that's why we should focus on the first time user onboarding process in this case.
Awesome, makes total sense to me.
Okay, so first of all, they have to open the app. And then the first thing app to open is sign up. Sign up. And when signing up, they're going to create the profile. And then the profile is, as we covered before, James and Eric's case, right? So when you create profile, we ask prompt that what kind of roommate are you looking for? So if you have a room, maybe like the prompt might be like, I already have an available. And the other is I'm looking for roommates together. Or it could be, I think these two are same, maybe like I'm looking for a room. It's like these two cases would be fall under Eric's case here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so when creating profile, there's a to from here. So if in this case, if I already have a room, then after they have to post unit post room. Yeah, post room. Then, oh, sorry. Before that, they have to provide the personal information. And this personal information will be contact, maybe picture. I'm not sure if it should be mandatory or optional. I'll call it optional for now. Because someone might not be comfortable sharing their picture on the internet. And then bio, aka intro. And in that intro, they can just quickly, introduce themselves, just like customize text. And then after that, they are going to post a room. And then in that room, maybe like unit detail. And in that detail, it could be like price, like how many rooms, maybe like amenities. Amenities as in like, does it have an in-unit laundry? Does it have elevator? Does it have a gyms, etc.?
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then after posting it, what they will expect is someone send them the message, right? So like a notification in this case. Message from other user. And then our conversation. And then maybe it's a one feature, like cool feature to have is that once they, enjoy the conversation, and then if they maybe like, give me a second, let me think. Maybe like orange meetup feature.
Yep.
Yeah, so they can orange meetup feature. So once they orange meetup, it'll give them like send them maybe Google Calendar invites so they don't forget about it. Yeah. Yeah. And then they'll be done. Yeah, so that is for, yeah. And then the other one is that this case, he would like to see, wait, hold on. Yeah, so it could be the, sorry. It should be the same personal information.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in this case, they don't post the room. Look through room listings or roommate listing. And then send the message. Start conversation. Orange meetup. And done. So yeah, I think these are two main two key user flow for the first time user onboarding. How does this sound? Is there anything that I missed or you want to add on?
Yeah, so I might want to ask some clarifying questions here.
Sure.
So I see that there are two really clear user flows, and the second flow is like the user can just like find a roommate to move in together by searching through a list. So I want to learn more about whether this list is like location based or it's like pricing based, or like what exactly is the list you have in mind?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So I think when they create the create the profile at first, maybe they choose the locations, maybe with their preferred location. So in that case, they don't have to filter whatever the location after creating the profile, right? We will only show the listing that is in their preferred locations in that case. And then also, yeah, when it comes to the room listing or roommate listing, maybe on the very top, there's a filter there. So you can filter by price or how many rooms or amenities, all those like, you know, little filter.
I see, I see. Totally. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. Okay, so now we kind of settle down on the user flow. I would like to make a wireframe. Wireframes. Okay. So I'm not like familiar with.
Oh, that's totally fine. You can just like grab whatever frames that's already there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it over here. Okay, so first, user case, maybe like room listing first. So when it comes to the bottom tab, this is because this is going to be the native app, right? There's going to be a bottom tab here. So I can think that maybe I will like it more bigger. Okay, so in this case, there's a bottom tab here. And then in the bottom tab, I guess, rooms. Oh, can I delete this? Okay, rooms and roommates, and my profile. Also messages. Oh, I don't have enough space.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, so there's going to be a 4 tab here. Rooms, roommates, messages, and my profile. So we're going to start with the rooms here. So when users are on this rooms screen, they're going to see the picture here. Pictures of the room, maybe. And then here, mention how much is it, because that is most important information here, right?
So is this the search page, like the listing view of all the rooms?
Yeah, like current room that is, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then here maybe like 1 bed, like 2 bed, 1 bath. Something like that. And then maybe underneath we have like maybe like area. I don't know, like maybe I'm just gonna say Toronto here.
Could I learn more about your design rationale of why you want to arrange all this information in this way?
I think when it comes to like the listing here, the information should be the most higher level information that matters to me, you know, not like detail, like, you know, like, does it have a gym? That's not like my main interest. When I look for a roommate before, or I look for a room before to move in. So when I was doing that, I think the main key factor is at the price, because like it's no brainer. No matter how good it is, you know, if the budget is not within my budget, there's no way I'm gonna be interested in this listing, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. So definitely the pricing will be really important. And then also, I don't know how to call this, but like how many room, how many baths. That's also like really important information here.
Is it because this? Oh, okay. Sorry. Just want to ask one quick question. So is it because this is related to users' concern around privacy? So for example, in user research, maybe you guys have learned that like people care a lot about whether or not they would have enough privacy by checking out how many rooms in total will be available in one house. So that's why the team decides to showcase this information. Okay.
Yeah. And on the bottom, maybe like area. I'm not sure if that matters, but maybe like where in Toronto. I don't know. I forgot where it should be a good. I don't know what. something like that, maybe like area. So in the case, you can kind of picture that, oh, this room is around that area, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So these are going to be the same as in the bottom. Yeah. And then once user click this, they're going to go on to the detail of this room. So it's going to be a bigger picture here. And then maybe like indicator.
Yep.
How many
Carousel.
pictures? Yeah, carousel. Something like that. And then same info here. And then price. But there's going to be a more detailed picture here. In this case here, maybe like customized bio, like, and then on the bottom, maybe like amenities, such as like, does it have a gym, in-unit laundry, etc. And then maybe on the bottom, maybe house rule, because everyone has a different lifestyle, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah, so it could be like no smoking, no pets, or no drugs, something like that. Yeah, and then if user are interested in, they can quickly, send them a message here. Maybe like here, there's a button. Oh, it's gone. Sorry. Yeah, something like that.
No worries. No worries. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they click this message button, they can, quickly start conversations, so on. Okay. And the next thing, another main key feature is roommate listing. So it's pretty much the similar, but it's sorely the picture, I'll say. So here, there's a picture of this person. Maybe like name, maybe lifestyle, bio, all those things. Give me a second. Name, and then I think the budget is really important, the information here. Budget range. Maybe lifestyle will be in the detail page. So I would say name, budget, and bio, like, quick summary bio here. And if I'm interested in this person, I click the pictures or something like that, and then it'll bring me to the detail page of this person. Yep. And then basically the same thing. Yeah, basically same thing as a room listing. Yep. So it's going to be a bigger pictures, and they're showing the,
Oh, I have a quick question. So,
sure.
Yeah, so on the roommate listing, is it like a similar listing view, but this time the focus is roommate versus the other one, which is like room listing? The focus will be rooms. So basically there's like 2 tabs on your app. One tab is focusing on room and the other one is focusing on roommate. Okay, got it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I guess like this roommate, oh, we're almost done time. Is it?
It's fine. That's totally fine.
Okay. Yeah. Is it okay to move on?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, basically this roommate would be kind of like, I can think of like kind of like a Tinder-ish kind of thing. So user can just like either scroll down or, swipe left or right. If they don't like it, just swipe left. If they like it, swipe right, and then it'll bring them to the detail page, which is this screen. And then they can see the detail information about this person. And then they can also message right away. Yeah, so in this case here, bio, lifestyle,